24 hours. That is all that stands between us and the most controversial Rolex release of the century. Yesterday, the Crown finally broke their silence, and it wasn't a GMT that stole the show. It was an Oyster Perpetual. Welcome back to Lux Pulse. After the massive response to our last market update, it's clear the hype for Geneva 2026 is at a fever pitch. Rolex just dropped their official teaser, and we aren't just looking at new colors. We are looking at a total repositioning of the entry-level Rolex. From the return of the divisive Yacht Master 2 to a monochromatic Albino Daytona, we are frame-breaking the teaser right now. If you're planning a purchase tomorrow, you need to see this first. Let's start with the star of the show. 2026 marks 100 years since Hans Wilsdorf launched the world's first waterproof watch, and Rolex is celebrating with a move we never saw coming. Look at this combination. We have a standard 904L steel case and bracelet, but it's fitted with a solid yellow gold bezel and crown. It's a mix of materials that feels genuinely striking and fresh. But the real mic drop. The dial carries the 100 years text, with the same marking mirrored on the crown itself. The Oyster Perpetual has always been the entry-level gatekeeper. By adding solid gold elements and anniversary branding, Rolex is pushing the OP upmarket. It's a bold way to mark the milestone. Not only have Rolex teased a two-tone, there also appears to be a solid gold oyster bracelet. Could we see a solid gold Oyster Perpetual? Personally, I think the contrast looks incredible. It's a two-tone that feels intentional and modern. But will the purists accept a brand tray? Dial on an OP. This is easily the most hyped release of the year. Next, we move to the flagship. The Day-Date is celebrating its 70th anniversary in style, and Rolex is leaning heavily into their signature color, green. This is spectacular. We see a new green ombre dial that fades from a deep black on the outer edge to a vibrant Rolex green at the center. It's the perfect successor to the legendary John Mayer Daytona vibe. With the olive dial Day-Date now in its 10th year, I suspect these new green variations are here to replace it. Early sentiment is mixed, but once collectors see that stone dial in person, I expect the Jade to become a Grail reference overnight. Now, let's talk about the most discussed frame in the entire trailer, the Albino Daytona. Judging by the dots on the crown, this is a steel model, and it appears to carry a sapphire caseback with red highlights catching the light. But the dial is what has everyone talking. It's being called the Albino, a monochromatic white-on-silver aesthetic that strips away the high contrast we've grown to love on the Panda. Reaction has been polarized. Some love the clean, minimal, almost surgical look. Others feel it lacks the visual punch that makes a Daytona a Daytona. But here is the critical part. There is massive speculation that this Albino is here to replace the Panda. If the high-contrast Panda goes out of production tomorrow, the market for the current reference is going to absolutely explode. Finally, the biggest surprise. Rolex quietly killed the Yacht Master 2 last year, but the teaser suggests reports of its death were greatly exaggerated. We're seeing a new Yacht Master that seems to blend the regatta functionality of the YM2 with a more traditional dive bezel. It appears to be a white gold case with a blue bezel. The YM2 was always the most divisive watch in the catalogue during its 17-year run. And the initial feedback on this update suggests the love it or hate it sentiment hasn't changed. There's also talk that this could reposition or even replace the titanium RLX Yacht Master. Rolex is clearly looking to refine this line, and a white-gold hybrid might be the premium direction they've chosen for 2026. Tomorrow morning, the guessing games end. The 100-year Oyster, the Jade Day-Date, the Albino Daytona, it's a massive year for the crown. We are closing in on 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to find out what Rolex launched tomorrow. Thanks for watching. The countdown to Geneva is almost at 0. See you tomorrow.